Hi, Black Cat family. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's that time of the day again. Let's go ahead and tap into Spirit and see exactly what messages Spirit has for you today. If this message does resonate with you, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If this message is not for you, maybe it's in the future, or maybe it just doesn't resonate with you at all, that's perfectly fine. Come back in, and I'm pretty sure Spirit will have a message for you in your particular season. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm just going to go in and we are going to cleanse and purify the atmosphere. We're going to bring in the energy of protection and denouncing any interference. We're going to call in the energy of focusing, truth, and purity, and whatever needs to be delivered shall be delivered. Thank you so much, the ancestors, spirit guides, Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. All right, so let's tap in here today and see what does spirit has for us. I hope you all are enjoying this December. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling good. I know I've heard that some people were feeling different energies, but for some reason, I've been feeling the energy of like a weight has been lifted off. I feel an energy of great independent strength. Like there's just something here that the Most High is releasing, and it's in great abundance, it's in great blessings. So I'm very definitely optimistic and hopeful for the way that this 2025 is ending for us collective here in the Black Cat Tarot. So as I'm shuffling these cards, I've been seeing the Empress card quite a bit. And as I was shuffling, some of my cards fell and the Empress card came out again. And mind you, these are two of the same decks I have combined together. So if you see it looks a bit heavy, it's two decks I have combined together. It works better for me throughout my readings. All right, so Spirit, what do you have for us? Thank you. All right, so we have here, we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, and then we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So it looks like here, collective, that you were in an energy of just kind of everywhere in your mind, kind of scattered at one point in time because you were trying to find to your way to stability. You were trying to find your purpose, and through this process, it felt very chaotic. It felt like things were unbalanced. It felt like you were just trying to juggle. Those are the words I hear in the spirit. It's like you were trying to juggle more than one thing at a time, and it was becoming very overwhelming. And the spirit is saying, congratulations, you have done the work. You have put in the discipline. You have tried your best to balance and go forth, balance entrepreneurship, balance friends, family, spirituality. You've gone through so much, and the Spirit is saying you have earned this position of the King of Pentacles because that's what you were always working your way to through this entire time. The Spirit said you have received your reward of this inheritance, of this wealth, of this abundance, which is the King of Pentacles, because again, you have done the work. And as I'm outside over here, the branch just fell, which is a confirmation from the spiritual team. So when things start to move in nature, certain animals or certain trees, know that that is not an accident. Know that that is the way that the universe communicates to us. So they can't speak like we speak in our wording. However, they understand, they are alive, and they're speaking their own movement. So that branch just fell, which is a confirmation of your abundance. And I also hear the spirit saying that old things are now being shed away. Old things are now being shed away. We have here at the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is, you know, you were so frustrated because you were trying to, really pursue all these things, multitask, and focus on getting that King of Pentacles, that um, you're so focused on this project, you're so focused on the assignment. And the Spirit says, you are no longer in this energy anymore. You have stood the test. The delays are no more. You are now in the King of Pentacles energy. You know who you are. Even if this is spiritually for some of you, meaning spiritually, emotionally, if this is for you all, I see the Spirit saying that even in your mindset, you work hard on your character, your mindset, how you treat people, what you believe, your spirituality, growing spiritually. And that was even a lot to, multitask, from the things that you've been brought up in, from deciphering the truth, from, testing different spirits and things like that. So the Spirit is saying you are now out of that energy. This card here fell, which is the Emperor energy. Wow. So whoever this reading is for, you put in some work. Like you put in some work, and I see a lot of masculine energy in this reading. Not saying that this reading is just for a man. However, the energy is heavy that this is a masculine, and he has put in the work. And you went through a lot of hard times, but you begin to climb through all of that clutter. I see you just climbing your way through that clutter. It's almost like someone being buried under sand, and you have to climb through all of this sand. And the sand is just so heavy, it's dark, and it just gets everywhere, and it's grainy. So you had to climb through all of this, and it was very tough. But the Spirit says you have arrived to the King of Pentacles, and you are the Emperor. You are the Emperor spiritually, physically, financially, in every way that you have desired. To the feminine out there, you have done the work. You have done the work in a magnificent way, divine feminine. And it was definitely challenging. But I hear for you, divine feminine, that you had to go through this because it had to make you into the extreme soft feminine that you have always desired to be. And not only desired to be, it has allowed you to accept who you are, know your identity, know your boundaries. So you have definitely stood the test. And like I said before this reading, I said that I'm just gonna get two cards here. They fell on the ground. I I said that I kept seeing the Empress card. Empress card. I kept seeing it as I was shuffling, just the Empress card kept coming out. So this is a heavy a heavy reading. All right, let's see what else the Spirit has for us. All right. We have the Strength card. Wow. And again, like the Spirit spoke, heavy, very strong, very powerful. The energy that you had to put into to get you to the point where you are now, because it wasn't easy. It was trying. Some of you lost some things. Some of you had to balance others' opinions. Not that we care, but some things are an act of respect. You also had to, you know, take care of others. There's certain responsibilities. And a lot of you didn't see your way out. I see uh, darkness. I see darkness. So some of you, all you saw was complete darkness. And then there was just this little peephole of light because you pulled through. You said that you weren't going to give up, and you didn't give up. And congratulations, you are in this energy of mastery. All right, the next card says moving on, finding peace. Yes, so this is the Five of Cups in the reverse. So the Five of Cups in the reverse is basically the spirit saying that you you have again passed the test. You've passed the test and you have healed. That's the word. You have healed. So now you are ready for the new chapter. You are ready to receive the blessings of the Most High. You are ready to walk into the true understanding of knowing yourself, knowing thyself, and knowing how to operate and move. You now know certain things in wisdom and business. You now how to carry your character. You know how to deal with people. You know how to really tap into prayer. You've literally done all of the work spiritually, and you've also done it all physically. Whether it's certain business projects that you've been in, certain things of being promoted at work. You've put in this work here. All right, what else does the Most High have for us? And I thought today was going to be a love reading. I guess I was wrong. All right. So we have three cards that fell out. And the first card that came out here is the Two of Swords. So the Spirit is saying that you are now in a place where you know the way that you should go. You know the direction that you should go. There was a time when you were very, I would say, combative in the mind. I hope that's the right word. Combative of the mind, which relates back to this two of pentacles of just juggling, being overwhelmed. I see you balancing decisions, um, really testing and discerning certain situations, certain people, energies, and so forth. And the Spirit says that you have made the right decision. You have gone into the path of alignment. You have elevated. You've elevated. Whoever is listening to this reading right now, however this fits your situation, even reading between the lines within this reading. And when I say reading between the lines, it means allowing the Spirit to really guide you and allow this reading to, you know, help you and mesh out your situation. The Spirit is saying that you made the right choice. You made the right choice. And in doing that, you are now in a Four of Wands energy, that you now receive the blessings of the Most High. You receive the favor. And in this time, the Spirit is saying, allow this season of receiving to shower you. Don't fight it. Don't try to dumb it down, whatever it may be. I hear in the spirit a lot of you being heavy on YouTube, social medias. It's something digital. Whatever it is, I see digital. Some of you out there, I hear viral. So whatever gift God has given you, or whatever idea the Most High has given you, I hear some of you, the Spirit is saying that this is the time for you to go through the door of opportunity and take it, and don't be scared, because there's something great for you. And then the last card we have in the reading is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. So this blessing that the Most High is giving you because of all of your hard work, the frustration you went through, all of that turmoil, you became stronger in every area of your life. And it's almost like when a soldier prepares to go to the military. They go through boot camp. They go through pretty much everything so that they can become this emperor, this soldier. And this is kind of the same thing that occurred in your situation collective, that you had to go in to toughen up, to know who you are, to know how to carry yourself, because a lot of you, I'm hearing, you weren't born into the space of being able to uh let me rephrase that. The spirit is saying that you weren't born into a family or born into surroundings that taught you how to do these things that you know how to do. You had to learn those things on your own. No one really taught you how to, no one really taught you how to really find you. You really allowed the spirit to guide you. So, for example, what the spirit is trying to say, when you grow up in a certain atmosphere where you don't necessarily, for example, if this reading is relating to you in business, if you worked hard with a business, for example, and you didn't grow up into a family who had good credit, you didn't grow up into a family that knew much about paperwork or laws and things like that, or even finances, it can really harm the generation when you grow up into a family that does not know these things, because it creates delays, it creates blockages. It's almost like the people being in the wilderness for 40 years, and then there has to come some light that can break that curse. And you collective, you were, you are the light. If this reading is for you, you are the light that broke the curse. And it was very, very hard for you because you had to learn things that you were learning for the first time. You had to break certain financial barriers. And if you are of this reading and finances was your challenge, your curse in your family, I know that had to be challenging for you because you really had to learn everything over: how to manage money, how to, carry money in the right way so that it multiplies and it depletes, how to spend money in a wise way. So you broke that and it was very challenging for you, but the spirit is saying that you are now in a place where you are reaping the reward so much that you're going to have enough reward to go out and, you know, continue your purpose and allow your purpose to spread to others just by this blessing that you have. So I see a lot of you on digital platforms spreading the gift that the Most High has for you, whatever it may be. If it may be creating things, if it may be readings, if it may be singing, um, selling different products, whatever it may be, the Most High said, put it online and be you. Don't try to be anybody else. Don't try to talk like anybody else. Be you. And through this, being yourself, you will have your own niche and your crowd will follow you. Remember, there is a crowd for everybody, whether you like it or not. It doesn't matter if you think that person is good or bad. It doesn't matter if you agree or disagree. There is a crowd for everyone on this earth. So never count yourself out. You never know. Um, your creation, your gift may be that one thing that helps save someone's life or even change someone's life for the best. So, this message is definitely for you, collective. I keep feeling really strong masculine energy in this reading. I really do. Women, I know some of you all have gone through the same situation, and I'm feeling masculine energy because it feels like. For the feminine, it feels like this energy was so heavy that it almost felt like a man, like you had to be the protector, the provider. You had to step into all those masculine roles. And The Spirit is saying no longer. And that is why, again, I kept seeing that Empress card wanting to come out of that deck, because the Spirit is saying that all of that hard energy, the frustration, the balancing things, all those masculine energies are now being softened into an Empress. And remember, Divine Feminine, being an Empress, you have to know both sides of the scale. As an Empress, as a true Empress, you must know the masculine side and you must know the feminine side. And that's what makes you a complete Empress. All right, shout out to you, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine out there. Thank you so much for tuning into the Black Cat Tarot Tribe. Much love and peace until next time. Have a good one.